Hey, welcome back, YouTube. We are at the Lantern Year 3 hunt with the White Lion. The White Lion starts with Enrage because we did kill the White Lion cub. So even though we got all these resources, we're hoping to survive so we can utilize them. We did get Bug Patch and we did get Giant Stone Face. So you'll see those out on the board. You'll see the Enraged out. And just to introduce the characters, so we have Mon Mothma. We had to do a little shuffling with our equipment because Mon Mothma has a weak spot. So she has to go out with body armor. So therefore we gave her the helm, the gloves, and the vest. She does have the King Spear. So we did all that. She has Mighty Strike, so we're hoping that she can do some damage. Leia, who's been our powerhouse, she's ambidextrous with 2 axes. I did give her the Skull Helm since I stripped her of all of her armor because of Mon Mothma's disability. She does have a tiny, what is it called? Arachnophobia, so no amber or silk, but we haven't gotten there yet with the spidicules. Mara, who's got our circlet, she's got Monster Claw style, so she's got no weapons other than the bone darts. Hoping to get her at least one hit with her Fisted Tooth. And then you've got Obi-Wan, who slew the White Lion the last time we went out with a direct hit to the heart. He does have his Founding Stone. He did so well with it last time. We just stripped it of one of our other characters and gave it to him. So I wish there was a proficiency with Founding Stone, but there is not. So those are our characters. The White Lion, beefed up. It's the mother White Lion who's not very happy about us killing her cub, and she will be the first to attack. So welcome back to Lantern Year 3, and we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to go ahead and make the monster controller. I think we're going to have it try to attack Obi-Wan. So we're going to give him the monster controller, and that way he can get an insanity when it tries to attack him. Well, if it does, we'll find out. So here we go with our first AI card. It is Grasp, so the closest knockdown survivor in range. Nobody, the closest survivor in range. So that will be, we're going to make it Obi-Wan. So he's going to move and attack. He gets 1 attack. It's a 2+, 3+, 4+ to hit. I was going to have Obi-Wan just run away right now, but it's 1 attack, so he can use his dodge or he can use his dash, either one. But it's a 1 attack. It's a 2+, 3+, 4+, 5+, 6+ to hit him. So let's see what happens. It is a 7. So Obi-Wan is going to go ahead and dodge that because otherwise he gets dragged away. So we'll have him dodge it. And since he does dodge it, he's going to go ahead and lose a survival. So we'll mark that down on our sheet and update our board for you. And with that, we're going to go ahead and start our turn. We are going to go ahead and we're going to move Leia right to the blind spot. So Leia's going to get 4 attacks because she's ambidextrous. She needs a 6, she needs a 5 to hit in the blind spot. So there's 1 hit. So she hits the Strange Hand. We've seen that before. There is a failure. So it's a strength 3 weapon. And the lion's got a toughness of 8, so it's a 5 to wound. That fails. So it says, instinctively striking back, the White Lion's oddly even hand darts forward. Perform basic action, target the attacker. So he's going to target her. And he's going to get 2 attacks. She's got an evasion of 1, so he needs a 3+. Anything but 1s and 2s. That's 2 hits. He's going to do 2 damage to the body and the head. So with the body, that knocks her down. It is a heavy. And for the head, she goes down to 1 because she does have the skull helm. So let's go ahead and mark that down for her. And so she is knocked down. So she opens up the blind spot. We're going to go ahead and attack with Obi-Wan first. He's got the Founding Stone. So that's going to be 2 attacks for him. He needs a 6 because he's in the blind spot. 2 misses. And now he'll move. He'll move over 1. And that'll allow Mon Mothma, who's in the blind spot, she's going to go ahead, or Mara, she's going to use Monster Claw Style. So it's a +1 accuracy. So 8 plus, 7 plus, 6 plus for being in the blind spot. So there's one hit. So it's going to hit the lion in the beast's brow. There is a wound reaction. So right now she's got a +1 luck. She needs a 9 or a 10 to crit. She's also got Savage on this and +1 strength. Okay, so she's going to need a 7 to wound and a 9 or a 10 to crit. And she fails. She's going to move over one. 1, 2, and that's going to allow Mon Mothma to come behind with the King Spear. She needs 5s to hit the White Lion. There's one hit. It is Mighty Strike. So it's a +2 strength on this hit. So that's a strength 5. She needs a 3 to wound. That is a 9. So that is a wound. Not a critical wound, just a wound. So there's our first wound on the White Lion. The reason I have 12 up there is because he does have Enraged in play. So if Enraged is still in play and we get down to 1 wound, that means the lion's dead. So just keep that in mind when you look at the numbers on the screen for the White Lion. I think we need to, no kidding, kill this White Lion. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have, we're going to have Mara encourage Leia to stand up. So that's going to use one of Mara's survival. And now we're going to do Inner Lantern for Leia. And Leia is going to attack. So she's got 4 attacks, needing 6s to hit. So there's 2 hits on the White Lion. And the Glorious Mane and the Soft Belly. So we'll do the Soft Belly, we'll do the Glorious Mane first. So we'll go ahead and do the Glorious Mane. I can only crit this. No. And now we're going to do the Soft Belly, which has no negatives. That is a 9. So there's not a +1 luck for her. So she's just going to wound the White Lion. So we'll do another wound on the White Lion. White Lion is down to 10, or 9, if you're counting the Enraged. We're going to go ahead and we're going to Inner Lantern with Mara. So Mara has 0 survival. And she's going to use Monster Claw Style. So it is a 1 accuracy. She's in the rear, so it's an 8 plus, 7 plus, 6 plus to hit with Monster Claw Style. So there's another hit on the White Lion. And that location is the Beast's elbow. So again, she needs a 9 or 10 to crit. That fails. So the failure states, full move forward and grab anyone in the way. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to dash out of the way. So if you're counting, that was Leia's second survival she used. She's down to 0. And the White Lion's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was Mara. And we're going to go ahead and go 1, 1. Well, we could try to get somebody in the way so that the White Lion attacks that person. I think we are going to do that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, she already moved. She can only attack. We could dash with Mon Mothma. I think we'll let it. attack Mon Mothma, and then we can dash out of the way. That'll waste the White Lion's turn. Okay, so that is the end of our turn. We were able to do 2 wounds to the White Lion, and it is now the White Lion's turn. The monster controller is Mon Mothma. And Obi-Wan did get an insanity last turn because he was targeted. We let it target him. So let me update this so you can see that. So he's at 3, and I think we're all caught up on stats. The White Lion's turn will draw an AI, and that AI is Claw. So closest threat facing, nobody. Closest threat in field of view, that can be Mon Mothma. We're going to make it Mon Mothma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's going to dash out of the way. Just 1. So she'll dash out of the way. That uses her survival. And that's her first survival that she's used. And now it's back to our turn. Dash is very important. It allows you to have the monster waste an entire turn, which is exactly what we did. Okay, well, here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to have Leia go to the rear. She's going to attack with her ambidextrous axes. That is 2 hits, 2 9s. So the hit locations are the beast tail and the beast knee. We'll do the knee first. Knee doesn't have any reactions, and the beast tail makes him run forward, which we really don't want that to happen. So the beast knee first. So she is at strength 6, or strength 3, I'm sorry. She needs a 5 to wound the White Lion. That is a wound on the knee. So there's another wound on the White Lion. And here's her second to wound. That is a 1. So she doesn't wound, and the reflex is full move and suffer grab for anybody in the way. So we're going to have to take it with Mara because she doesn't have any more. 1, 2. Survival. So she's going to take 2 damage to the body. And that knocks her down. She's already knocked down, so no big deal on that one. We are going to go to the back with Obi-Wan. He's got the Founding Stone, so it's going to be 2 attempted stabs at the White Lion. Or maybe we want Obi-Wan to be the one to get attacked. He does have the 2 evasion, and if he stays in the grass, Eddie's got a survival. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to just leave him in the grass. So Obi-Wan's going to go ahead and attack twice, needing 7s to hit the White Lion. There's a 1 hit. So it's the Beast Maw. There is a failure reaction. So it's a strength 1 weapon, so he needs a 7 to wound the White Lion. He fails. The monster roars triumphantly. Roll a d10 on a 4 plus the attacker suffers. So 1, 2, or 3, come on. Nope. 1 brain damage and is knocked down. Okay. So 1 brain damage takes him down to 2. And we have our spear-wielding Mon Mothma. So she's going to attack needing 6s. There's 1 hit on the White Lion. It is the beast chest. There's a failure. So that's a crit. It's about time we saw some good rolls. So the critical is 1. I'll take an AI card. How about that? That way I don't forget. I get so excited about crits sometimes I forget to take off the wound. You strike at the White Lion Stout Heart. Gain 1 random White Lion resource. Oh, we've seen this before. This is how we killed the White Lion the last showdown. So we get Sinew. Roll a d10. If the result is a 10, the white lion dies. All right. Where's my luckiest die? Come on. It's a 9. So close. But good job on her part. And I think we're going to go ahead. There's no reason for her to stay right there. So we're going to move her into the grass. With Mara being knocked down, we could stand her up so she could get her attacks. But we're running low on survival. We're going to let her lay down and rest this turn. And the monster controller is now Leia. Let's see what the monster does. And the white lion will chomp. So, put that down so you guys see it. Closest threat facing in range. There's nobody facing. And then it says the closest threat in field of view. So we're going to turn it. We're going to make that Obi-Wan. So it's one attack. It's a 2+ to hit. 2+. 3+, 4+, 5+, 6+ to hit Obi-Wan. Of course that hits because it's the white lion. And we just can't take that chomp. So we're going to have to dodge. And he can dodge even though he's down on the ground. What that does, though, it eats up his last survival. And that's the end of the white lion's turn. So both of our survivors will stand up because it didn't happen on the lion's turn. It happened on our turn. And we do not want to be in front of this white lion, I'm guessing. But I tell you what, Mara's going to go ahead and attack from the front. So she needs a 8+. She needs a 7+ because of Monster Claw style. So 7's to hit the white lion. 2 misses. Now she's going to move. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and have Obi-Wan attack twice. So that's 2 misses. And he's going to stay there. Okay, Leia's going to attack from the rear. So she's going to attack the white lion. It's a 6+, 5+ to hit the white lion. So that's 4 hits. Oh, good gracious. And of course, our 4th card ends up being Clever Ploy. The attacker is caught in the white lion's ruse, savagely mauled. Attacker is doomed. Perform basic action. Target the attacker. So we'll go ahead and shuffle the cards up, or the hit locations up. Two attacks on Leia. So here they are. It's a 2+, it's a 3+. Come on, 1s and 2s. Oops, on the board. 2 hits on her. 2 damage to these 2 locations, which is the body and the body. She's already taken a body, so she's going to take 2 severe injury rolls, both to the body. This could be the end of Leia. Here, the first one, oops, is a 9. Collapsed lung, you can't breathe, gain a -1 movement token and a bleeding token. And here's the second one, a 3, 2 bleeding tokens. But she doesn't get knocked down because she didn't fill in the dark box. So let's update Leia real quick. She's got 3 bleeding tokens. And a -1 movement. And now we have, we'll go ahead and move up 2. We'll go ahead and move up 1 right there. And we'll attack with our King Spear, needing 6s to hit. So there's 2 hits, and with Mighty Strike, it's going to be at a +2 strength. Oh. And do I cut the deck? I do not. So we've got Glorious Mane and we got the Beast's Ear. We'll go ahead and do the Glorious Mane first. All we can do is crit. We did not. And now we've got the Beast's Ear, which fails. The White Lion jumps back without turning away, moving the monster one space directly away from the attacker. So he can't move off the board, so I move him back here. And that's the end of our turn. So we did nothing that turn, really. Did we do like one wound? Maybe we did one wound. I don't know. It is now the White Lion's turn. Our monster controller is Mara. And we pull Ground Fighting. So Ground Fighting comes into play. He lays down, and he's not going to do anything until we decide we need something done. And so Mara, at the end of his turn, we stand up. Mara's going to go ahead and eat her Lonely Ant. So consume, archive this to swap your insanity and survival values. She's going to go ahead and archive the Lonely Ant. And chow down on the vermin. And so her insanity of 2 comes up. And her survival of 0 goes down. So she has 2 survival. And she's going to search this vermin. She's so good at bug searches. Let's see what she does. It's a 4. Gain 1 random vermin resource and archive the terrain. So she finds another bug. Maybe she'll be our bug hunter if she survives. You always have to caveat it with that. And she's going to draw the Crab Spider. So the Crab Spider says, archive this and gain 3 survival. Looks like she's going to be getting attacked. I'm just saying. I think we're going to go into the grass. Like so. Actually, I think we're going to go around to the back of the White Lion. I think he's going to go into the grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do this correct so I can keep track of exactly where my people are. So she went up there. Her turn's done. His turn is done. Who has the bone darts? Mara does. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. And we're going to end our turn. It is the monster's turn. The monster does nothing. The monster controller was Obi-Wan. And now we're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to pass again. Actually, we're going to use Mara's Cat Eye Circlet to look at the top 3 hit locations. 2 failure reactions and a nothing. So we're going to go ahead and put them back in that order. And that'll be the end of our turn. Again, I guess Mon Mothma could look at the top 2 AI cards. So she's going to do that. Might as well. Smart Cat and Size Up. So we'll put Size Up at the top. Actually, looking through this, we don't have any more. So it says Archive Smart Cat, but we know that's a wasted card. But Ground Fighting is going to go back into the deck. And it says put the first 2 moods in. That is a mood. So we're going to put Smart Cat at the top, because once we wound, that'll be a wound, and then that'll go into the discard deck. We're going to put Let's see. If we wound, Smart Cat will go, and that'll go back into the deck. If we wound, Size Up will go, and Smart Cat will be on the top. And then it might put Ground Fighting into place. So we're going to put Size Up at the top of the deck. Maybe we'll go ahead and allow Ground Fighting to come into play again. No, it says Archive. Oh no, that's what it does. So if we don't hit him, Ground Fighting will come back out. He'll lay back down. Smart Cat will be archived. It's almost like an automatic wound. And then we'll get another wound. So we'll be able to do 3 wounds to him without him being able to do anything. So that's what we're going to do. And so now we're done. Mon Mothma is the monster controller. And the monster does nothing because of Ground Fighting. And now it's our turn. And Mara's going to throw her bone darts. So she needs a 7 to hit. That's a 9. So that is a hit. The hit location is the beast's femur. There is no negative. So it's a strength of 3 weapon. She fails to wound. Okay. And it's the monster's turn, because we're not going to do anything. Actually, yeah, we're not going to do anything. The monster controller is Leia. Monster does nothing. It is our turn. Mara's going to use her cat eye circlet to look at these 3 hit locations. Okay, there's a failure reaction to this, so nothing I can do about this. And we're done. It is the monster's turn. The monster does nothing. The monster controller is now Mara. Mara's going to throw her bone dart. She misses. It is the monster's turn. He does nothing. The monster controller is Obi-Wan. It is our turn. She's going to throw her bone dart. Misses. Monster's controller is Mon Mothma. He does nothing. We're going to throw our bone dart. That is finally a hit on the white lion. So it hits the beast temple. That is a crit. Okay, so critical wound on the beast temple. The blow wallops the white lion's head, causing shockwaves of blinding pain. Whenever the white lion draws an AI, roll a d10. If the result is 1 or 2, discard the card and end the monster's turn. Okay, well that's excellent. So here is the wound, which we know is Size Up. When that gets wounded, Ground Fighting is gone, so the white lion stands up. And this is a persistent injury, so we'll keep that out. Now, we can attack with everybody, or we know the monster is going to go back into Ground Fighting, because the next card on the deck is Smart Cat. So what we're going to do is do nothing. We'll do nothing. And the white lion's turn will come around. Leia is the white lion controller. We'll do Beast Temple. So on a 1 or 2, we discard Smart Cat. No. So the AI card comes up. It is Smart Cat. Reveal the top 10 AI cards 1 at a time. Put the first 2 moods into play. Well, it's only Ground Fighting, so he lays down. Archive Smart Cat. Okay, so basically it is a wound. We'll mix up the AI cards. And we're going to take the white lion down to 6 wounds. And if you look, 6 wounds, plus we have 2 moods in play right now. So really he's only got 4 life left. But we'll see how this works out. It is our turn, because the white lion pulled Ground Fighting. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the top 2 AI cards. See what they are. Claw and Grasp. Grasp only has 1 attack. We have a couple people, Mon Mothma is one of them, with a survival. Closest knockdown, closest survivor in range. Could be anybody. Doesn't have to say closest survivor. So we're going to put Grasp on the top. Actually, We have to do a wound to him. Yes, so we're going to get rid of Claw. We're going to leave Grasp in there. And Mara is now going to take a look at the top 3 eye cards. Straining Neck, Beast Brow, and Beast Tricep. We're going to put the Straining Neck on the top. And that is the end of our turn. The monster controller is now Mara. Monster does nothing because of ground fighting. And we're going to go ahead and attack the monster. We need a 7 to hit him. That is an 8. So we know we hit the Straining Neck because we put that on top. It is a Strength 3 weapon. So the White Lion is a 8. So we need a 5 to wound the White Lion. That is a failure. We're going to go ahead and let the monster go. Obi-Wan's the monster controller. Monster does nothing. Mara's going to look at the top 3 hit locations. Soft Belly has no negative, so we're going to put that on top. And we're done. The monster's turn. Mon Mothma is the monster controller. Monster does nothing. We're going to head and throw our Bone Dart. It's a 6. And I think I said I needed a 7 with the Bone Dart. That's correct. So that's a miss. Monster controller is Leia. Monster does nothing. Mara's going to throw. Miss. Monster controller is Mara. Monster does nothing. We throw the Bone Dart at him. Miss. Monster controller is Obi-Wan. He does nothing. We throw a Bone Dart at him. That is a critical hit, which doesn't give her anything. Just nice to see a perfect hit. So we know it's the Soft Belly. There's no negative to this card, so we just need to wound him. We need a 5. That's a 9. So that wounds the White Lion. We take Claw, because we know it's Claw, off. And the White Lion stands up. Ground fighting gets discarded, so it goes over there. And now we need to attack with everybody we have. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Mara spend a survival. She has 2. Now she has 1. Oh, I never updated her. Back up to the top. So she has 1 survival now. And she's going to look at the top 3 hit locations. Because we still have 1 Founding Stone. Oh, clever ploy. It's a good thing we did that. So, we could discard Enraged, knock the White Lion down, but we know that clever ploy is in the deck. So we'll have to keep doing Cat Eye Circlet. We could give the monster -1, or we could have the monster knocked down. So we know we're going to hit him. Unfortunately, the third one down is going to be Clever Ploy. But we only need 2 hits. We could purposefully crit him, or we could just have some people try to hit him now that we know that the trap is here. But this would discard Enraged, and we probably could survive. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to put the trap on the bottom, and now we get to strike at him. We are going to go ahead and throw our Founding Stone. Let me know if that's dumb or not. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to throw his Founding Stone from over there. So off his Founding Stone goes. And we know what we're going to hit. We're going to hit the Beast Tricep. We discard a Mood and Play, which is Enraged. It knocks down the White Lion. And we're going to take an AI card. Okay, so that was that. And now we really only want to hit the White Lion once. Otherwise, the White Lion's going to stand up. At this point, I still wish I had Bone Dart, because that's only 1 attack. And you can't just decide to do 1 attack. So we could try to hit with the spear. That would be a 3+ to hit with the spear. Or I could just let this one ride. We could trigger the trap. I tell you what we're going to do. With Mon Mothma, she does have a survival left, and she has a lot of armor. She's going to attack with her spear. So there's 2 hits, and we triggered the trap. Clever ploy. Survivor's doomed. He's going to attack her, but we got rid of Enraged. So he's only going to do 1 damage to her if he succeeds. So we'll go ahead and mix up the hit location deck, because the trap got pulled. Giving it a good shuffle, so that trap is in there somewhere. Do I cut the deck? No, I don't. In case you're wondering, I cut the deck on evens or odds, and I don't cut the deck on evens. So he's going to attack twice. So 2 attacks on Mon Mothma. He needs a 2+, 3+ to hit her. So there's 2 hits on her. The locations are the body and the waist. So she's got armor on both locations. And now she doesn't. Okay? And that is the trap. And now it frees up Leia to come around to the back with her ambidextrous axes. Attack 4 times. 1, 2, 3 hits. 2 perfects, but that doesn't really help her out. And those hit locations are, of course, the trap is on the very top. She's doomed. White Lion's going to attack her twice, needing 3s. 2 hits. The foot and the hand, 1 damage to each, and both are light injuries to her. We'll give it another good shuffle on the hit location deck. Do we cut it? Yes, we do. Probably cut it right to the trap. And she takes 1 to the arms, which is a light. Light to the arms. Correct this real quick. And she's going to take a light to the legs. And oh, I am sorry. She's going to have to come around here because she has -1 movement. So, but it was a 10, 10, and a 9, so it really didn't affect anything. The monster does turn this way, though. And that is that. It is now the monster's turn. Mon Mothma is the monster controller, but look who's right in front of him, which is Leia. We really don't want Leia to die. So, Beast Temple, on a 1 or a 2, I discard it, and end the monster's turn. 2. Whenever the White Lion draws AI, roll a d10. If the result is 1 or 2, discard the card and end the monster's turn. So he's got ground fighting, he's got enraged, and we know he's got chomp in there. Those are the 3 cards he's got. We're going to mix it up really good. Done. And the monsters. Okay, so it is our turn now, and we are going to use the headband from Mon Mothma. We have ground fighting and chomp. So we can go ahead and put ground fighting at the top, which means we'll have him make him do an automatic lay down, and we can do a wound to him. So we're going to do that. And we're going to look at the top 3 hit location cards with the cat eye circlet. Glorious Mane, Beast Tail, which makes him move forward, and Beast back, which makes him move forward. So we'll definitely get out of the way. And we'll put Glorious Mane at the bottom. And we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 4. Sorry, I keep forgetting that. Out of the way. And we're going to end our turn. The monster controller is now Leia. We know what this card is, but on a 1 or a 2, we discard it. A 2. We discard ground fighting, and now he ends his turn. So we know that it's Chomp and then Enraged. We need to get rid of those cards. We also know what the hit locations are. So they both make him move forward, which is not a big deal. So we're going to go ahead and have... Yep, we're going to go ahead and Mon Mothma try to attack him. She needs a 6+ to hit. That is 1 hit. We know the hit location is the Beast back. A failure just makes him move forward. So she needs a 5 to wound him. That is a 9. So she wounds the White Lion. And Chomp goes. We only have 2 moves, Enraged and Ground Fighting. So she hits him, and she's going to go 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to have, we're going to have Mara. Mara's going to run up. We know what the failure is. 2, 3. She's going to fist and tooth him, needing a 7 to hit. So there's 2 hits on the White Lion. We know what they both are. Glorious Mane and Beast Tail. So we'll do Glorious Mane first. On a 9 and 10, we'll crit this location. It did not. And we'll attack again. That's an 8. So that is actually a wound. So at least she gets a weapon proficiency with that. And it is a wound. So here goes Enraged. We know that because we know what these cards are now. And the White Lion's going to move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because it was a reflex. The only AI card he's got is Ground Fighting. So we're going to let that happen because that'll kill the White Lion and we can end this nightmare. We do have weapon proficiency hits for Leia and Mara. And the other 2 survivors don't have weapon proficiency. So we're not going to do anything, but he's going to get Beast Temple and see when he draws this card if it gets discarded. It does not. Ground Fighting goes into play. He lays down. And now we need to go ahead and wound him. So we want Mara, who's got +1 luck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to wound him with Bone Darts. So she's going to throw a Bone Dart at him. It's a 6. She misses. The White Lion's controller is Obi-Wan. He does nothing. She's going to throw a Bone Dart at him again. Misses. White Lion is Mon Mothma's the controller. Mara throws a Bone Dart at him. Misses. The monster controller is Leia. Throws a Bone Dart at him. Finally hits. We hit him in the fuzzy groin. A 5. So that does wound him. So he doesn't have any AIs. So this is the way I play this, if you guys want. When the White Lion is wounded, discard Ground Fighting. When he's wounded. Well, when I wound him, he doesn't have any more AI cards in the deck, so he dies. Even though Ground Fighting is a follow-on action to the wound, right? So with Ground Fighting, the follow-on action is I kill him. Otherwise, I would take Ground Fighting, which doesn't make sense to me because it's not in the AI deck. So let me know if you guys play that differently. But for right now, that's the way I play it, and the White Lion dies. So that's excellent. Let's go ahead and give everybody their hunt experience. Mon Mothma and Obi-Wan both age. Leia and Mara have 1. They both get 1 block filled in on their weapon proficiency. So that's the second one for Leia, and that's the first one for Mara. And we'll go ahead and do the age milestone right now. Do it in the right order. So age says they can choose their weapon proficiency. So we're going to go ahead and choose. We're going to choose Spear for Mon Mothma. And we will choose Bow for Obi-Wan. Okay, and 2d10. So the first one is for Mon Mothma. It is a 17. A 17 is +1 permanent accuracy. Excellent. And for Obi-Wan, it is an 11, so that is a fighting art. So let's randomly pull a fighting art. Give it a good mix. I shoved my other fighting arts back in there, which was Mighty Strike, Ambidextrous, and Monster Claw style. So let's see what Obi-Wan gets. Hopefully something good for the bow. And we pull Harvestman. So I'll read that to you. Gain +3 movement. Whenever you are knocked down, gain a -1 movement token. If you have the tiny arachnophobia disorder, you're too scared to imitate them and cannot use the fighting art. So Harvestman is Obi-Wan. That's an interesting one. I kind of wanted to see how it actually plays out, having that much movement. I don't know if the bow is the right thing for that, because the bow uses your movement and your action to shoot. But I'm not going to complain. So those are ages for Mon Mothma and Obi-Wan. And now we're going to go ahead and pull 4 White Lion resources: Whiskers, Sinew, Claw, Great Cat Bone. And we're going to pull 4 basic resources: Hide, Bone, Broken Lantern, and Monster Organ. And now we're going to roll to see if Mara, who killed the White Lion, actually gets a promo card. It's a 9. So she does, because she's got a +1 luck. So we have all these promo cards that came with the white boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 of them. So here you go. So let's roll. 1 through 5 is the first 8. Nope, it's the second 8. And we'll ignore 9s and 10s. A 7. So it's the second to the last, which is Tabard. So here's the special promo card that she finds with the White Lion. Okay. So this is Item Cloth. It's an accessory, so it can be used with armor. When you are encouraged, gain +1 insanity. If your settlement is barbaric, or gain +1 survival if your settlement is romantic. So we haven't got to the society principle yet, but we do have that item. All right, so when you join me again next time, we're going to have all these resources. We're going to go back to the settlement, and we're going to see if we can't prepare ourselves, because I believe the next thing we fight is the Butcher. So we need to armor up. We need to get some weapons. We need to get some bandages. And we need to prepare for the Butcher. So thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this video. And hope you stick with me on the Hoth campaign. Thank you.